Welcome to the New Features webinar for the October 22nd, 2015 major release for Bernard Data Solutions. This webinar will review 16 new enhancements in MyBernard and RapidEntry. Enhancements include changes to partners, queries, appeals, inventory, reports, planned giving, fulfillment, administration, and RapidEntry. Our first enhancement is to partners. Within an individual partner acknowledgement record, you can now select to resend an acknowledgement. This will create a new acknowledgement record available for fulfillment within the Pending Acts page along with any enclosures. Our next enhancement is to the Queries module. We have added several query fields that combine gift and soft credits. These are now available in the Contacts queries under a new category, Gifts and Soft Credits. The next four enhancements are to appeals. First, we will review three new acknowledgement rules. The first rule is available within conditional acknowledgements labeled Gift Amount Range. This rule evaluates only the gift portion of a transaction, excluding any value attributes to an order. The second new rule that's available within conditional acknowledgements is labeled Email Acknowledgements. This rule evaluates whether a partner is available for acknowledging via email based on two criteria. Those criteria are that a partner has a primary email and that the partner is not marked No Email Acknowledgements. The final new rule added within conditional acknowledgements is labeled Shipping Overridden. This rule evaluates whether a transaction has an item shipping to an address different than the primary address on the partner record. The final enhancement to appeals is in Appeal Pulls. With the new system setting, appeal segments can now be tied to specific funds. When a transaction is entered and tied to the specific appeal segment, the transaction will automatically be applied to the funds specified on the segment. To enable this functionality, please contact the support team at support@mybernard.com. The next three enhancements are to inventory. For our first inventory enhancement, when viewing an inventory item, you can now see the note tied to the item without having to go in and edit the item. For our next inventory enhancement, a default unit cost can now be associated with an inventory item. When adding or removing inventory assets, we will use this unit cost by default, still allowing a user to specify a unit cost if needed. This will apply to manual adjustments or adjustments made through the inventory adjustment import. For our final enhancement to inventory, when viewing an inventory item, we have relabeled two fields. Average unit cost has changed to current assets average unit cost, and total value has changed to current assets total value. For our next enhancement, Bernard has added a new report under the Major Donors folder. The new report, MD1002, Major Gifts by Year. This report shows 5 years of giving, actual giving, soft credit giving, total of actual and soft credits, based on a year input by the user. The report requires a selection of a custom flag in order to filter the partners group. Our next enhancement is to planned giving. Within the planned giving, you can now use conditional rules to automatically create partner notes, follow-ups, and email reminders for partners whom you were assigned as their RDD. The next two enhancements are to fulfillment, specifically pending orders. Within the pending orders page, when fulfilling an item by SKU, clicking on that item's SKU will take you to the specific items page within inventory. Additionally, within the pending orders page, when fulfilling by item SKU, hovering over a specific item SKU will now provide you with that item's description. The remaining two enhancements in MyBernard are to the administration section. The first, within the administration section, payment types can now be managed as active or inactive. Only active payment types will be available for selection within RapidEntry. For our second change to administration, an inventory warehouse or inventory category can now be made inactive. Inactivating a warehouse or category will also mark all inventory items within it as inactive. Please note that when reactivating warehouses and categories, that all items contained within will remain inactive and must be reactivated individually. Our final enhancement is to RapidEntry. Within RapidEntry, inventory items on back order will now appear in red, and items that are low on inventory will appear as orange. The low inventory limit is set at 25 for all products. However, it can be changed by contacting support@mybernard.com. This concludes the October 22nd, 2015 release webinar. To apply new settings or for further clarification of new features, please contact Bernard Support.